Hey everybody, it's Ali here, as independent Scentsy consultant. I'm going to be doing my video a little bit different today, so I'm hoping that you guys really like this. It's a little bit more interactive. I probably look more awake, don't look as lazy. I just thought I'd do something different. So in my previous video, I was showing you all my different molds that I've got for my samples, which I picked up at Michael's today. They're about $3.50, like under $4 per mold. I've got my other two molds that are the heart and the flower here. That as you can see, are well used. So last month for the one of the hostess exclusive gifts here. So I'm just gonna open up my. Forget it. I'll let my, sorry, that noise is just my dishwasher going, and hopefully it'll be done soon. So, like I was saying, the August, one of the Hostess exclusives for August was the brick. For those that don't know what a brick is, it's just a bigger size version of the Scentsy bar, and I'll show you in a second the difference between the Scentsy bar and the brick. So I ended up getting 4 different bricks last month. One of them is the black raspberry vanilla, which I will be giving to my mom for Christmas. The other one is clean breeze, which I've already made into samples. I have the pumpkin roll, which I'll be doing for samples either today or tomorrow. Plus, I also have my perfectly pomegranate. So this is the size of the brick. There is 17 fluid ounces in there, and this is so there's about 5.5 roughly bars. So I just wanted to show you the difference between the bar and the brick. So it's 5.5 of these to make one of these. Scentsy used to have these all the time. And I'm not too sure why they've discontinued them, but I think they're absolutely awesome. Maybe they weren't as popular as the bars are. So I'm just gonna take off my sweater, just throw it over there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get a butter knife, and I'm gonna turn on my stove to about between 2 and 3. I have my saucepan right here. So I'm just going to move my camera down a little bit. Move my mouse over there. So I'm going to open up my my brick. And I'm just going to do this a little bit lower. Just give it a little bit of a cut. Try to push it out there. So what I usually do is when I'm using my brick, I'm just putting 3 of them in there, and I'm just going to let it melt. So I'm just going to get everything set up as that starts to melt. So I'm just opening up my my molds here. Already it's starting to melt. And of course everything's going all over the place. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to pause very much, pause the video at all, to show you what I do, with my molds after I get all the wax in there. So what I'm doing is I'm just basically setting up my my trays here so I can get the wax in there. And I don't know if you can see it very well at all in there. It's already starting to get liquefied. So what I do with my samples that I'm making is I like to give them with customer orders. So when I have the next big order that I have should be coming in Wednesday or Thursday, I'm hoping. But knowing my luck, it'll be on Friday, because that'll be the 10th business day. And so what I'll do is I'll pack the customers' orders up, and I believe I've done a video on how it looks. And so what I'd like to do is throw in a couple different scents in there, so customers can have different scents to try out if they don't know what it smells like. Just so that's just something that I'd like to throw in. My friend Nikki, who just signed up August 1st, who's actually doing really well with Scentsy. So yay, Nikki, if you ever watch my video, if you ever see this. So her and I are doing an event, September 21st and 22nd. So we're making up we might be making up little baggies for people that show up, come by our table, and so we're gonna be doing that, so people, just give away a few scent samples. I'm just gonna stir this around a little bit just to get it going. We'll turn it up just a little bit. So one thing I didn't actually show you was the size of the cubes that I put in, which I should have, and I'm really sorry about that. So a lot of the stuff has melted already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this down so you guys can see what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is I've got a spoon here. Just going to show, and of course it's going all over the place because I'm trying to do a good job here. So I'm just pouring the wax into the mold. And I guess I should watch what I'm doing over there too. So I usually do about 1 scoopful of the spoon there. So with the flowers, I get about 10 samples out of that. And with the stars, I'll be getting 12 samples out of that. So I'll start filling that one out. So I'm just going to do that a little bit, just so you can see what I'm doing there. And so far, I have gotten about 14 samples there already. And the 3 cubes that I have put in my little saucepan here are not completely melted yet. And I'm getting a whole bunch of different samples already, which I'm really excited about. So before I finish, I'm going to finish the video off. And so basically that's what I do for my samples. Once I melt them, I put them in the mold. And then I'll let them sit for a few minutes just to start to settle. Then I'll put them in the freezer for about 5-10 minutes. And let them cool down, let them completely settle, and I'll be doing another video once I have once I have a whole bunch of my samples made up, and I'll show you what I do with those then. Another thing that I like to do as well is, before I put them in little baggies, I like to separate all my samples that I'm going to be doing into just Ziploc bags, and I put the name on the Ziploc bag right there. So this way, if I only have time to make them up and not actually label, I'll put them in the tiny little baggies that you saw with my in my last little video. Actually, you can watch me finish making this up. So because they're all melted now, I can just pour it in there. So and I don't know if you can see back here, this one right here or this one, they're starting to settle a little bit. So once they settle a little bit more, that's when I'm going to be putting this the tray into. I just made a big mess there, so I won't be doing that while I'm talking. So once they settle a little bit more, I'll be putting them in the freezer to settle a lot more so they can get hard. And once I get them, sorry, a little bit of smoke there, I'm going to turn that down. So once they're settled, I'll show you another video because I don't know how to pause on the system here because I'm doing it from my computer. I'm going to do this for 1 second. So yeah, I don't know how to pause on my computer, so I'll be doing a video shortly on how I get my samples out of my mold. Anyways, I'll talk to you soon with more video on my samples.